Good morning, everyone. It's the 24th of June, and I'm looking at gold for a possible short trade. Well, the area I'm looking at is just around the 4110 level or 41150, and I'm looking for it to move up to here and then push down in the US session. So, why do I look at this point and I think this is going to work? Well, I'll make this a little bit bigger so that you can see it really enlarged. You can see that as price pushed up from that area and then it broke it, it came back and it retested that area and put in that wick formation. Now that's a sign that there were sellers present at that level. So when we come back up into that level, it's very likely that gold will sell off. So I'm waiting for the next opportunity to take a sell trade on gold. And if I was in that trade, I'd have about a $5 stop, which would put me somewhere up there, and I'd have a target down there, which is 860 points. So the risk reward is very high on that trade. I used to find myself sitting there staring at the chart, waiting for price to come to my level. And this is very frustrating because when you're sitting at your chart, very often you feel, oh, I'm here, I should be trading. And that's disastrous because what will happen is that you will get into a series of trades, you'll lose money, and by the time the US market opens up, you've lost, I don't know, 300 bucks, and you then want to get into revenge trading. Well, to stop me doing that, I actually designed this program called Volatility Trader or Time Trader. And what it does is it looks back in history and it works out where you should expect volatility to kick into this market. The market's run by algorithms and these are programmed by banks. So what this program does is it looks for the signature of the algorithms and it basically takes that information, compiles it, and it makes a guess at when it would expect volatility to occur in that market. The great thing about it is that you don't have to sit in front of your chart all day waiting for that area, that part of the market when you know you've got a really good trade. And the great thing is about Volatility Trader is that you can define the actual move that you're looking for. So in this case, I'm looking for a $30 move. But if I want, I can also do this. If I go into the indicator and I say, okay, minimum score in points. So a $30 move is 3,000 points. But if I want a $25 move, then all I have to do is put in 25 there, or 2,500, and it will come up and show me points in time where I should expect a $25 move. And the great thing is about this is it actually will show you a range. So here we've got 25 to 27, here we've got 25 to 32, and here we've got 25 to 26. So it's saying it's looked back in history, it's looked back at when volatility is likely to come into the market, and it's found $25 move, $27 move here, and a $25 to $32 move. So I want the bigger move. But if you wanted to, you could also trade at this point, and even this point. Now, sometimes when you get clustering like that, you will just have one main move, and the two moves on either side of it will be smaller moves. But it's still interesting to look at. And in fact, if I wanted to go down to a much lower resolution, I go down to say 15 or 1,500, and you will see that it will actually plot more points. So it said here that we were looking for roughly a $15 move. Let's measure that and see how far that move actually went. So we've got from here to here, and that wasn't bad. That was a $14.75 move, so almost 15 down to that point. And if we actually took it from the very top and we took it to the lowest point, we can actually see that that move down would have been $17. So if you'd been looking for a sell, you would have been looking for a sell at this point here, which is just slightly after that little wick, and you would have basically held it and gone for your $15, and you would have got out somewhere down here. So this program is absolutely fantastic, and I've been posting the screenshots live on my Telegram group where you can actually see when I'm calling these turns, and then you can actually see, yes, it hit those turn points and the market actually did turn. So this is a very handy program to have if you're a trader, and it's very accurate. You can see we're on the 1 minute chart, and it said that this was the ideal time point, and it was out by 1, 2, 3 bars. Now, sometimes you don't get a reaction. I can't help that. That's just the way it goes. But sometimes it's absolutely fantastic. Well, I hope you like this, and I'll be putting up another analytical video tomorrow. If you want, you can join my free gold Telegram channel. We only look at gold, and we all share our photos and our analysis about the gold market. So you're very welcome to join that. Or alternatively, if you want a copy of Time Trader, you can either type in the link, or you can do it the new modern way and just simply scan the QF code you can see on the screen now. If you want a copy of Time Trader, simply give me an email, send me an email at helpmetradenow@gmail.com, or you can come onto the Telegram channel and you can ask me for a copy. No problem at all. Well, I wish you a very, very successful day's trading, and expect to see more analysis tomorrow.